Did you know that there are an average of 1.5 million scientific papers published per year? That's about 3 papers per minute. And the average person reads less than 1 paper per year. Some of these papers are small and they just provide another little piece of a greater puzzle. But some of these papers are groundbreaking, and everyone should know about them. So how do you find out about new scientific advances? Well, most often you don't. So why don't people read scientific papers? There are a lot of reasons, but I'm going to outline 3 big ones. The first is that the papers are written in a really technical language, or jargon. They're written by scientists for scientists, and it's really hard to understand what they're talking about without a lot of background knowledge. The second thing is that they're hard to access. For most papers, you either have to pay for a subscription to the journal they're published in, or pay for the paper itself, which can be up to $30 depending on the journal. The third thing is a little more nebulous, and it has to do with imagination. It's much easier for us to imagine things much larger than ourselves, even if that thing is kind of hard to keep in your mind at once, like imagining the ocean. It's harder for us to imagine small things like cells or DNA, because we really can't see them with our eyes, and they're small pieces of what we usually perceive as a larger item, like a skin cell and an entire piece of skin. Most research in biology today has to do with small things like molecules or cells. So to get people thinking about small things, I set off with my trusty whiteboard to the New York Hall of Science in Queens for their STEM and social media night. I asked the attendees there to draw me what they think when they think science, and I encouraged them to think small, like a biologist. So here's what they drew.
DNA.
A grass leaf.
A little ant with a apple slice. I feel like ants work so hard, like we should acknowledge them.
A volcano.
A mouse.
A zoomed up picture of a layer of my skin.
For cats.
A neuron, because I find the brain very interesting.
Potato cells on various sucrose solutions.
Some iteration of an imaginary dinosaur.
An animal cell.
An amoeba, because it looks sciencey.
I drew myself and a stage with 500 seats, because when I'm by myself I'm small, but together we create a big thing.
Fantastic.
Ever-changing.
Knowledge.
Power.
Important to humanity's development.
A way of knowing life. Complicated.
Confusing.
Interesting. A way to make life easier.
It's huge.
Amazing.
Amazing.
This is amazing. Amazing.
Science is awesome.
A huge thank you to the New York Hall of Science for inviting me to their STEM and social media night, and to everyone that came to the table to draw something for this video. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel or follow me online at SimpleBiologist.com. See you next time.